Hey everybody, Joy here. It is Monday, August 11, 2019, here in Kingston, Oklahoma. Hey, y'all keeping up with the topper challenge? How about Viv's last video? She gave you this big long list of a whole bunch of patterns that you could use for this topper challenge. Be sure and check that out. And remember, you can always look down under a video, anybody's YouTube video, there is a box. I think it's called description box. I'm not sure. But anyway, you'll see this word that says more under it, and if you click on more, it'll open up and you'll be able to see a whole bunch of information. So on Vivmom's last video, she put that in her description box, I'm sure, and you can see all those patterns that she listed. For our topper challenge on the 15th, when you can start putting your toppers together. You can be working on your pattern right now. I am. I tried to palmer plush 2 of them yesterday. Good grief. I think I'm going to go back to Sherbet Designs any minute. If you guys have a size B or A cup, consider it a true blessing. Because you can just cut that pattern out and make it. Especially if it's a topper, because usually you don't have to worry about the waist and the hip. But I always have to do an FBA. And it's not because I have an extremely large bust, which I never have, but I have an extremely bony, narrow upper chest. So I need a really tiny pattern for up here in my shoulders, and then it has to get much bigger below that. And so that requires a full bust adjustment, but hopefully most of you guys won't need one and you won't have to mess with it. So I already made you guys a video. I made it yesterday, but I just wanted to say good morning, remind you about the topper challenge starting on the 15th, and I am going to show you 3 more pieces of fabric that I happened to find downstairs. When I wash my fabrics, I always separate them by colors, darks, mediums, lights. Of course, I'm sure you do too. Let me take one more sip and put this cup down. Ta-da! All right. So, I had not brought the navy blues upstairs yet. So this is my same order from Fabric Mart Fabric, and the big pile of fabrics I showed you the other day, this is part of it, okay? One second. Here's one of them. It's a blue activewear knit, dark navy blue. It'd make wonderful Clara leggings. Yes, this is my kind of all blues I washed together. Here is a print. This is the last print. This is a knit print. This is kind of a t-shirt print, and I thought it was really cute. Oh, would that be a cute topper? Wouldn't everything in the world be a cute topper? Let's try it. Let's try it. I can wear it to the height. Okay. What do you think? Cute, huh? The thing is, if you make a print cardigan or a print topper, you pretty much need to have solids underneath it, because you just can't have prints all over the place. You know, you don't want to look like a bag lady. So, anyway, I've seen some pretty cute bag ladies. I kid you not. I watched a video the other night, I was shocked. It said, why I live in my car. Why I live in my car. This girl has like 200,000 followers. She lives in her car, and she was showing what she does at night to go to sleep in her car. I'm thinking, oh, the poor, poor thing, the poor, poor thing. Gorgeous, beautiful teeth, pretty young girl, pretty long hair, speaks well, looks great, lives in her car. Why? She just wants to. Couldn't believe it. No way. No way. You get me a flush potty and a shower in my car, I might stay in it 5 minutes. 2 more. Okay. Now remember, these are all my blues. This is a real lightweight t-shirt knit that stretches from here to yon. So this would be a great topper because you can wear this with just about everything. In fact, I might start with this piece right here because I think it looks real nice. This might be my first topper. Lightweight, great for a restaurant. So I might start with that one. And then one more piece of blue. It looks just like the other blue. You can't even tell them apart. Super stretchy. But it's just 3 different shades of navy is what it is to put in my little fabric store. And you're fixing to see my fabric store. Are you ready? Now, there is one thing I did not show you in this coming video I'm attaching to this. I have a little office area out here, outside this wall right here. And I had built-in cabinets put there and a built-in desk put there because my sewing room started out there. Where I'm standing right now was our attic. And I changed this attic, probably about 5 years ago, and changed this into my sewing room, and we changed that room into Jerry's big TV room, okay? Not that any of you care about that, but the point is, somebody asked me where I keep my quilting cottons. I keep all my fat quarters and a lot of my cottons in all of those cabinets that you've seen out there in my videos, and I did not show you that. So I have probably 1,000 or more fat quarters, maybe 2,000, who knows. I mean, I'm ancient, y'all. I've been buying them forever, you must remember. So there's a lot of things about being this age that are good. You have everything you've ever wanted. You just got to find time to put it all together. All right, I'm going to start the video I made yesterday right here, and I hope you find, that's stupid. Hope you find what? Your hat? Y'all join us at the Topper Challenge. So much fun. Here it is. Hey everybody, Joy here. It is Sunday, the Lord's Day, August 11, 2019. And I have been folding my fabric this morning while I've been watching church on the internet. And I have put all that fabric I showed you in my last video, I've been folding it and putting it away. And I thought, I have so many new subscribers that there's probably a lot of you that would be interested, maybe, to see what I do with my fabric. Number one, every piece of fabric that comes in my door comes into the laundry room, goes into the washing machine and the dryer before it comes up here. I don't care what it is. It goes there first. Okay? So, then, I want to show you regarding our Topper Challenge, because they just happen to be here on my table. You know, our Topper Challenge, hashtag JoyVivTopper. That's where you're going to send your pictures beginning August the 15th. But look what I found in my stash. You know, I have a lot of patterns from a lot of different companies. They have patterns that are called indie patterns. I guess they're like they call them independent, so they call them indies for short. This is Style Arc, and I think Style Arc is from Australia. And I was just going through my patterns, looking for things that I could use to make the topper with. And I found these 3 Style Arc patterns. You guys might already have them. And if you're interested in buying them, you can get them from Amazon and they'll come to you in 2 days. Don't order them from Australia or it'll take forever to get them. I think they send them by kangaroo. Anyway, I've got, this first one's called a jacket, but it looks like a cardigan. It's really cute. It's called the Harper jacket, but it's not lined or anything. And you guys have seen a lot in this design, I'm sure. But look at how cool. They sent me the little hooks to go with this one. So I thought, oh my gosh, I've got to make that. It's got hooks. And here's another one. This one has waist darts in it, and then it's got these ties coming out of the waist darts. And then it's got pleats up here at the shoulder. So I think it's a really cute one too. Style Arc again. You can get it from Amazon, 2 days. And this is called the Terry, T-E-R-R-Y, Terry tie Cardi. Viv says she doesn't like these because the directions are very scarce. And they are. They are. I do not recommend Style Arc for beginner seamstresses. Don't even go there. You need something with really good instructions if you're a new seamstress. This one's called the Coral Cardigan, and it's got a drop shoulder, and it looks easy. It's got kind of a different front and pockets. Pockets are my friend. Liv and I love pockets. Oh my gosh, do y'all ever watch, is her name Irina Paukshte? Irina Paukshte, I think she's from Russia or Poland. She has a new video every day, and she makes gorgeous garments. They're tailors, and they sew for other people beautiful, beautiful gowns and coats and stuff. And she has some courses you can buy, and then she shows you her way of making your very own pattern out of a piece of paper with your measurements. But she says pockets are just for decoration. She tells people, don't put your hands in the pockets. So if she ever puts her hand in my pocket, she's going to find a dozen Kleenex on each side. I wanted to show you that real quick because I know you guys are going, what pattern, what pattern, what pattern? And you have till August 15th. What is that? This is the 11th. 12, 13, 4 more days before our challenge starts. Ta-da! All right, what do I do with my fabric? Somebody asked me. You saw how much I brought upstairs. Would you believe there's 3 more pieces downstairs that I haven't brought up yet? So I'm not going to show them to you. Anyway, what I do is I buy these core boards, and I buy the cheapest ones. I buy them from Walmart.com. They come in a cardboard box. I think there's 20 or 25 in a box. And the brand is called You Create foam board. Now I've gotten different kinds. This is called You Create, and I think I have another one that's called Pacon, P-A-C-O-N. And I've gotten some from Amazon. I've gotten some from Walmart. Okay, so this is actually 1/4. Picture 4 of these put together. They come 20 inches by 30 inches. What you have to do, you got your shelf, your bookcase, wherever you're going to put them, go measure how high and how wide and cut your boards to fit. Mine fit perfectly at 10 inches by 15 inches. So that's how I cut mine, so I get 4 out of each board. Okay? So then what I do, I take my fabric, I fold it in half on my cutting table, I line up the selvages, I fold it. If it's cotton and it needs to be ironed, I iron it. Are you guys kind of far away? Let me scooch you up. Scoochy, scoochy, scoochy. How about that? Okay. So, here's the selvages. Here's the fold. I always order 2 yards of everything. Like I told you the other day, 2 yards of everything. So part of mine's always going to hang over the end of my table. That's okay. Alright, so in order to get this to fit my 10 by 15 board, I just happen to know that I have to fold mine again. Now, if your fabric is super wide, and sometimes it is. I had another one I was folding during church this morning, and it was so wide I had to fold it in thirds. It was one of the pretty ones I showed you yesterday, one of those solids, okay? So now it is in half and in half. So I'm going to take my board and I'm going to lay it up here, and I'm going to start to fold my fabric over this board. Okay? And I just roll it. I kind of push it, give it some tension. If you don't give it some tension and make it tight on this core board here, it'll fall off. So, especially these knits. Give it a little tension, pull up the rest, fiddle with it until it's even and straight. My little pretend fabric store is getting so full, you guys. I'll have to take some pictures and insert them here in a second and show you my shelves. Okay, now I use straight pins. This morning I found a couple of flathead pins and they work really, really good. I think I'm going to order some more flathead pins for this. People have said use alligator clips, use binder clips, use hair clips. I don't like any of those things because they add more bulk. And I have found that the flattest, skinniest thing is a pin, a straight pin. I have not had them rust. I have not had them leave a spot. So, That's just me. That's what I prefer to do. Okay, last fold. So over the end. Isn't that nice and neat? Oh my gosh, I just love neat, you guys. Somebody asked me if my house always looks neat. Well, you can tell behind me it doesn't look too neat in here. I do have a gift for organization, and I'm so thankful. My mother said I organized my crib when I was a baby. Okay, so I have dozens and dozens and dozens of these little vaults. And I just love them. So this is how I store my fabric. So let me go snap a few pictures and I will show you. Oh, let me show you first what I did yesterday. I have two places where I've got these dormers, and each one of them has its own bookshelves in it. And so one of them I made for all my cottons, and one of them I made the bookshelf for all my knits. So years ago I made a sign for the cotton area, and I called it the cotton patch, and I'll show it to you in a picture in a minute. And yesterday, finally, 3 years later, I finally made the little quilt sign. It's a little quilt, so it's not done, it still has to be bound. But I made it over here on my Bernhardt 740, and I used my Bernhardt stitch regulator to quilt it. It took me a minute to get used to it. Actually, it took me about an hour to get used to it. So my quilting isn't as great as if I had been on my long arm, but it's hanging right here. Let me grab it and show it to you. Okay, here it is. I have to bind it and then go hang it in there on the shelf. But I decided to call it the Knits Pit because I didn't like the way the knit pit looked because I needed 5 letters, so I made it plural. So it's the Knits Pit, and I quilted it. It was a lot of fun. That's what I did yesterday. So it's not too great yet without its binding and without being ironed, but fun, fun, fun. So you don't have to have a long arm. You don't have to have anything but a regular sewing machine to be able to quilt like this. Lots of fun. Okay, I'm going to go take some pictures for you, and I'm going to put them right here. The cotton patch, the cottons, the knits pit, and the knits. I'll be right back. All right, bye for now.